Look! ChuChu, Cha-Cha, Chiku, and Chica are on their magical flying carpet. And they're off to the land of fairy tales. If you're ready for a fun ride, say Chi-Chu-Cha!
Chi-Chu-Cha!
And today, the magical carpet has brought ChuChu, Cha-Cha, Chiku, and Chica to a beautiful, quiet, and lonely forest.
Wow! These woods are beautiful. But there doesn't seem to be anybody around. I don't think we'll meet anyone here today.
But ChuChu was wrong.
Oh, what a surprise! By the way, I'm ChuChu, and these are my friends, Chiku, Chica, and Cha-Cha. Who are you? And why are you looking so scared?
Hi, ChuChu, Chiku, Chica, and Cha-Cha. I'm Little Red Riding Hood. And I'm scared because there's a big bad wolf after me.
A big bad wolf?
Yes, and he's gonna eat me up. Actually, the big bad wolf was pretending to be my granny. Because I told him where my granny lived and then...
Whoa, wait, calm down, Red Riding Hood. We can't understand what you're trying to tell us.
You're right. I need to calm down and tell you what happened today.
And so began Little Red Riding Hood's story. Little Red Riding Hood was a friendly little girl who lived with her mother in a tiny cottage at the edge of the woods. Deep in the woods was her grandmother's house. Little Red Riding Hood loved her grandmother dearly.
Mother, these apples are so red and juicy. I'm sure Granny would love some. May I take a basket full of apples to Granny, please?
Oh, that's so sweet, my dear. But to get to Granny's house, you must walk through the woods. And the woods can be dangerous.
Oh, please, Mother. I promise I'll be careful.
Promise me, my dear, that you'll remember the golden rules. First, don't stop anywhere. Go straight to Granny's. Second, don't talk to strangers. And third, don't give strangers any information about yourself.
I'll remember the golden rules, Mother. Now, may I go, please?
Sure, my dear. Take care.
And so, after promising her mother that she would be very careful in the woods, Little Red Riding Hood set off for her grandmother's house. It was a beautiful day out in the woods. Birds were singing and wildflowers were growing everywhere.
Oh, these flowers are gorgeous. I'm sure Granny would love some.
Little Red Riding Hood had promised her mother that she would go straight to her grandmother's house without stopping anywhere. But when she saw some pretty flowers, she forgot all about the first golden rule.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Little did she realize that there was danger lurking close by. A big bad wolf who was very, very hungry was hiding in the bushes, waiting for some easy food to come by. And as soon as he saw Little Red Riding Hood, he realized she would make a tasty meal. Putting on a friendly smile, the wolf walked over to her. Gosh, will Little Red Riding Hood remember the second golden rule?
Hello, little girl. What's your name?
Hi, Mr. Wolf. I'm called Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh no, Little Red Riding Hood forgot that she was not supposed to talk to strangers.
And what are you doing in these woods all by yourself, Little Red Riding Hood?
Will she at least remember the third golden rule and not give away any information about herself?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, I'm off to visit my granny.
Oh, I see. And whereabouts does your granny live?
Do you see that pretty little cottage in the middle of the woods? That's my granny's house.
I see. Well, have a good day, Little Red Riding Hood. I know I'm going to have a great day.
The big bad wolf had all the information that he needed. So he took a shortcut and headed over to Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother's house. And without making a sound, the big bad wolf entered Granny's house. The big bad wolf tied Granny to a chair, took her cap and her spectacles, and locked her up in a cupboard. Then he wore her cap and spectacles and crept into her bed. He pulled the covers all the way up to his face, and he waited. He didn't have to wait long.
Granny! Surprise! Granny? Is everything okay? You look kind of different.
I'm not feeling too well today. Come closer, dear.
Granny, what big ears you have.
The better to hear you with, my dear.
Granny, what big eyes you have.
The better to see you with, my dear.
But, Granny, what big teeth you have.
The better to eat you with.
And saying that, the big bad wolf leapt at Red Riding Hood. She was quick on her feet, and she dodged him round and round the house.
You're not my granny, you imposter! You're the wolf I met in the woods! What have you done with my granny? Oh, Granny! Help! Help me!
Your granny's tied up, locked in that cupboard, and she can't come to help you. You are my lunch!
And having said that, the big bad wolf lunged at Little Red Riding Hood. She ran out of the house and charged down the path as fast as her legs could carry her.
And that's how I got here.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Will you help me, please? I need to find my granny and set her free.
Of course we'll help you, Little Red Riding Hood. Let's go back to your granny's house very, very quietly. The wolf is scary, so we must plan this carefully. Let's think of a smart idea for trapping him.
So, very quietly, hiding behind trees and bushes, they made their way back to Little Red Riding Hood's grandmother's house. The big bad wolf was still around. Little Red Riding Hood was worried that he may harm her granny. They had to think fast. And just then, ChuChu had an idea. ChuChu noticed a deep pit in the ground. She thought it would make a perfect trap for the wolf. All of them quietly got to work, and very quickly the trap was set. Next, Little Red Riding Hood had to lure the big bad wolf to the trap.
Hey, big bad wolf, look, I got away. Catch me if you can.
Ah, you just wait.
The plan worked. The angry wolf charged after Little Red Riding Hood. And she led him straight to the trap.
Hey! Get me out of here!
You're better off there, Mr. Wolf.
And so Little Red Riding Hood's story ended happily. Granny was free at last. Little Red Riding Hood told her that they were safe from the big bad wolf, who was sitting at the bottom of a deep pit. But Granny wasn't done yet.
He dared to try and eat my little granddaughter? I have to teach the big bad wolf a lesson. I'm going to call the village chief and ask him to put the big bad wolf away in a place where he can never cause trouble again.
And the best part of the story is that Little Red Riding Hood had learned a very important lesson: to follow the golden rules that help keep kids safe.
We've got to get going now. Bye-bye, Granny. Bye, Little Red Riding Hood. Stay safe.
ChuChu, Cha-Cha, Chiku, and Chica, thank you for saving Granny and me from the big bad wolf. And I've realized something today, that golden rules are made for our safety, and I will never again disobey them. Thank you, and do visit us again. Bye!
That was fun. Now to our next adventure in Fairy Tale Land.
If you want to go on another magical ride with ChuChu and friends, say Chi, Chu, Cha.
Chi, Chu, Cha!
And today the carpet has brought ChuChu and her friends to a little house made of bricks.
What a cute little house. I wonder who lives in it. Look! I can see 3 little pigs outside the window.
But they look so scared.
I hope they aren't in any danger. Come on, we should go find out.
It's the wolf! It's the wolf!
Calm down, brothers.
Hey, who is that? Is it the wolf?
Wolf? We're not wolves. We're little kids.
Yay! It's not the wolf! We're safe!
Be serious, brothers. We're not safe yet. Hi, kids. We're the three little pigs.
Hi, three little pigs. I'm ChuChu. Meet Cha-Cha, Chiku, and Chica. Hi, three little pigs.
Tra-la-la-la-la, the wolf is gone. Yippee!
What's this wolf that you keep talking about? Are you in some kind of danger, little pigs?
Nah, now it's all okay. Now we can dance and play! Yay! Yay!
Be serious, brothers. Yes, we are in danger. Why don't you come inside? I need to lock this door fast, and then I'll tell you our story.
And so began the story of the three little pigs.
Well, it all started the day our dear mommy told us that we were old enough to move out of her house and build our own houses.
Once upon a time, there lived a mother pig who had 3 sons. The 3 little pigs, the eldest pig and the second pig, were messy and lazy. And poor old mother pig spent all day cleaning up after them.
Huh? Oh, Mommy, you forgot to clear this mess.
But one day, Mother Pig realized that the 3 little pigs were now old enough to go out and build their own houses.
Listen up, my 3 little pigs.
What is it, Mommy? Is it time for lunch?
No, it's something much more important than that. You 3 are old enough now to look after yourselves. You must go out in the world and build your own houses.
Yay! Homes of our own, yeah! We'll do things our way. We'll eat and sleep all day. Oh, yeah!
And make sure you build strong houses where you can be safe and happy.
Mother Pig gave her 3 little pigs some good advice, but only the youngest pig was listening. And so, the 3 little pigs packed their belongings and set off.
Aw, I'm exhausted.
Soon, they met a man selling a pile of straw.
Hey, that's it! I found what I need to build my house with. Look at this lovely straw.
But, brother, straw isn't strong. Mother told us to build strong houses. Let's walk further and look for something better to build our houses with.
But the eldest pig was impatient, and he hated hard work, and so he ignored his brother's advice.
Look at it this way. Straw is light. I won't have to lift heavy stuff, and I can build my house quickly, and then I can eat and sleep all day. A straw house will be just fine.
After the eldest pig bought the straw to build his house, the second pig and the youngest pig walked on. Soon they saw a man selling a pile of sticks.
Hey, look at those sticks. They're light and easy to lift. I can easily build my house with them.
But, brother, sticks aren't strong.
Oh, who cares? I won't have to work hard to build my house.
The second pig was also impatient and hated hard work, so he ignored his brother's advice. The youngest pig walked on alone, looking for something strong to build his house with. Soon he saw a man selling bricks, and he knew that with bricks, he would be able to build a strong house, just like his mother had advised. And so, the 3 little pigs started building their houses. The eldest pig and the second pig, who hated hard work, finished very quickly and started relaxing. But while his brothers lazed and slept, the youngest pig worked long and hard to complete his house. And while the eldest pig slept peacefully, a very hungry wolf passed by. He noticed a pig in a flimsy little straw house. He knew at once that it would be an easy job to catch the little pig and eat him up. So the wolf walked up to the door.
Little pig, let me in.
A wolf! No, not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
Very well then. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
And with a huff and a puff, the wolf brought the flimsy little straw house down. He pounced on the eldest pig, but by a stroke of luck, the pig got away and ran to his second brother's house, built with sticks, as fast as piggy legs could carry him.
Hurry, brother! Lock the door! There's a wolf following me! Help me!
Relax, brother. You're safe now.
Safe in a house made of sticks? Not really. The wolf followed the eldest pig to his brother's house and knocked on the door, dreaming of eating not just one, but 2 little pigs.
Little pigs, let me in.
Not by the hairs on our chinny chin chin.
Very well then. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
And with a huff and a puff, the wolf brought the flimsy little stick house down. He pounced on the pigs, but they managed to get away. And they ran off to their youngest brother's house as fast as their piggy legs could carry them.
So, that's our story. The danger isn't over. We're scared that the wolf will be here any minute.
Yes, the wolf will definitely be back. But the good thing is, this house is made of bricks.
And the wolf won't be able to blow it down.
But even then, we must think of a way to teach the wolf a lesson so that he never bothers the 3 of you again.
Yes, good idea, ChuChu. Let's think. I've got it. I know what we should do. We should somehow trick the wolf to come down the chimney.
What? Get him to enter the house?
But if he gets in, he'll eat us up.
Wait. That's only half the plan. Gather around, everybody. Let me explain the trick.
What a great idea, ChuChu. Brothers, you remember what you have to say? He's here.
Little pigs, let me in.
Mr. Wolf, not by the hairs on my chinny chin chin.
Very well then. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
Be my guest, Mr. Wolf. You better give up, Mr. Wolf. A house made of bricks is too strong for your huffing and puffing. My brothers and I are safe.
Good thing the wolf doesn't know about the chimney.
Yes, the chimney. I hope he doesn't see the chimney.
Okay, pigs. I give up.
wolf realized that the pigs were much too smart for him, he decided to leave that part of the woods forever and never bother the 3 little pigs again.
ChuChu, Cha-Cha, Chiku, and Chica, thanks for helping us. And thanks for teaching the wolf a lesson.
Oh, brother. We've learned our lesson too. We're never going to be impatient and lazy again. In fact, we're going to work hard and build brick houses for ourselves.
We've got to be going now. Goodbye, 3 little pigs!
Goodbye, little friends, and thank you!
That was fun! Now to our next adventure in Fairy Tale Land!
If you want to go on another magical ride with ChuChu and friends, say Chi, Chu, Cha!
Chi,